Right
I'm going to teach you how to be kind. It was supposed to be the Dalai Lama, but the Dalai Lama's sick of your shit. You're cruel because you're weak. You bully others to make them feel smaller because you can't find yourself with a microscope. You don't know how to grow because you forgot where the sun is. You only feel big, tough, and potent by contrast. You think you can hit people and turn them into gold coins, but you don't even know the exchange rate for gold coins. You don't think things through, so it's never occurred to you that no amount of what you think you want will ever be enough. You will always leave the casino broke, bitter, and disappointed because you're a sucker. Every sucker has a chewy, gooey center, but you haven't acquired a taste for your own flavor. You're enthralled to your fears and neuroses. You lost your satellite signal and can't show up for yourself. So you resort to cruelty, the survival strategy of the most basic of bitches. Cruelty is boring. It's predictable. The more you perform it, the more weak, played out, and beige you become. If you keep punching down, eventually the floor caves in. The people who could have helped you find better things to do. You build ridiculous mutual admiration societies with even more pathetic bullies, cowards, and narcissists than you are. You can't stand the smell of your own vulnerability, so you punch yourself in the nose, and then you're too proud to ask for a Kleenex. As the author Ken Wilber said, no one is smart enough to be wrong 100% of the time. And that goes for bullies, too. In order to survive, you do need to understand cruelty. Culture is not your friend. Society is cruel. It's optimized for cruelty. It's designed so that psychopaths and greedheads can stay on top, accumulating more and more wealth and status for themselves, because that's good enough for Goombas who never had a soul to snuff out. The world is a hell of a lot more cruel than you are. You'll never be cruel enough to win the zero-sum version of this game. The monsters are better than you at this. Yeah! The more you try to pass yourself off as a psychopath, the more ruthlessly you'll be exploited by the genuine article. You'll be drained, you'll be eaten alive, they'll crush up your bones and snort them through a swirly straw. You can't win, but you can't lose if you don't play. You think that kindness is weak only because you've only experienced weak kindness. You've experienced knockoff, counterfeit kindness, smarmy politeness, toxic manipulation, passive-aggressive mean girling. If you've only had off-brand kindness, you don't have a context for kindness. Once you get a hold of that good kindness, that genuine meta, and mainline it right into your veins, you'll look at yourself and you'll look at what you think you want, and you'll see how empty it is. You'll see that your fear and sadness don't make you special. They bring you closer to others. So close that there's no separation at all, and your fear of intimacy is yesterday's ruse. You'll learn to love yourself. That's where you have to start. And that sucks, because you're not the easiest person to love right now. But you can do this. It really is a process of elimination. It just requires cutting crap. As the Buddhist teacher Shogam Trungpa Rinpoche said, developing tenderness toward yourself allows you to see both your problems and your potential accurately. Basic goodness is good because it is unconditional or fundamental. It is there already. You have the same basic goodness that allows animals to look after their young, look out for each other, groom each other, and clean each other's assholes so that they don't attract the attention of birds of prey. When cruelty is an easy paycheck, to love yourself is the most radical of acts. You can show up for yourself even if you have to move around some other stuff on your calendar. You can love yourself to death and start living. Make it thorough, make it brutal, make it sloppy. Thanks.